Hey guys, happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I have written a few topics that I'm going to be talking about today, and these are based on your questions. So let's just start. Let's start. The first one is hexes and curses. This is such a popular topic. First thing I'm going to say, if a stranger reaches out to you on the internet and tells you that you have a curse and that they will remove it for, I don't know, $500, it's a scam. You do not have a curse, and legit people do not reach out to random people online. Usually, people reach out to them and they are quite busy, they don't have time for this. Okay, I know it's uncomfortable when somebody, tells you you're cursed. You will feel scared, obviously, and it's not a pleasant experience. You will not feel good when somebody tells you that, but trust me, you are not cursed. Now, I get asked about hexes and curses a lot because people, when they will have, a bad period in their life or something bad happens to them, they will automatically just kind of conclude that they are hexed or cursed. And this is obviously based again on the programming, a lot of stuff on social media about this. But in the majority of the cases, there will be no hex or curse. And I'm not going to do a removal because if something doesn't exist, I'm not removing it, obviously. So I want you to know that usually you will not be hexed or cursed. Usually it will just be a period of bad luck. That's it. Okay. Another thing I want to say is that for somebody to hex or curse you, they would really need to hate you a lot. And most likely nobody hates you that much because, hexes and curses, there are a lot of negative energy. So a lot of work, a lot of difficult energetic work. And then, if somebody is paying somebody else to do it, they're quite expensive. So most likely nobody would go through all that trouble just to hex you. Um, so keep that in mind as well. Now, I think this is the most important part. I want to tell you how you can protect yourself. So, how do you protect yourself? Hexes and curses, they do not always work, just like other spells as well. And for them to, work, to give them more chance, basically, you would need to be in a low vibration and you would need to be afraid of them and like really live in that fearful energy because fear, as you know, is very low vibrational. So, logically, to protect yourself, what do? You go high vibe, you work on your vibration, feeling safe, feeling secure, feeling protected, knowing you're protected, knowing you're safe, knowing you're secure. This is what protects you. High vibration. High vibration is the answer to everything. It just is, guys, okay? So, that is what I have to say on that topic. Okay, next topic. Do energy workers, spellcasters, witches, tarot readers, psychics have perfect lives? No, they don't. Of course not. Absolutely not. Nobody has a perfect life. Every single person needs to experience bad things. This is how we grow, this is how we learn. Every single person, of course, needs to die. That is a transformation, but these bodies that we are in, they do need to expire eventually. Uh, Everybody experiences some bad luck, so they do not have different lives necessarily than anybody else. We experience all the same things, and when it comes to love spells, they will not always work just because somebody is a caster or witch. um, they will still depend on the target, the situation, and their vibration. So it's not like being a witch can force people to do anything, it will still be very much depending on these three factors. So the answer is basically nope. Nope. No perfect life. There is no such thing. There is no such thing because, a perfect life would assume that you are always happy, you never have any problem, you never die, you never grow old, you always look perfect, and that is impossible, of course. So, yeah. Okay, next topic, reading tarot for yourself. What's the problem here? Okay, so even tarot readers get readings usually from somebody else. I have a bunch of clients that I do readings for that are readers themselves and that do read for other people. Obviously, you can do a reading for yourself. It's not impossible, but it will not be as accurate as if somebody else does it for you because you're going to have a mixture of your expectations, of your fears, of your anxieties, especially if it's something that you're worried about and not just like a general reading that you do here and there. So your intuition will not come through as much as if you were reading for somebody else. So, okay. Now, glamours make you look more beautiful? Technically, no, because they don't really change your appearance. What they do is they kind of enhance what you already have. So basically, your inner and outer beauty will shine out, and your features will be more noticeable and more enhanced. But just to others because of the energy, but you will actually look the same. So your eyes will not change, your nose will not change. It, you're not gonna physically change. You're not gonna transform like you had plastic surgery or something, if that makes sense. So, for example, when I did my glamour about my lips, and I've never in my life gotten a compliment about my lips because obviously I don't have the full plump lips. I have just regular lips and nothing special about them. But after glamour, people started noticing my lips. They were just like more enhanced, even though they look the same. And I started getting compliments about them. So that's kind of how it works. But the features, they don't really change. So technically, you're not getting more beautiful. It's just your beauty is more visible to others. Your beauty is more, um, just enhanced in an energetic sense. So not like something got changed. So that is that. Now, let's talk about expectations because there is this misunderstanding that you shouldn't be expecting things because that is needy. Expectations are not necessarily needy, and you absolutely can have expectations, and you can expect something and have that inner knowing that something is going to happen. It's not bad, it's not wrong. The only thing when this is a problem is when it's coming from that needy place, when you really need the thing. But when you just expect it and you do not necessarily need it, you're not obsessing over it, but you are, expecting it to happen, that is totally fine. So I hope that is clear. Now we're going to talk about some emotions that are a problem for everybody, I think every single person. And those are guilt and shame. And I hear a lot from people that they're having trouble with their vibrational work because they just feel guilty about a lot of things and they feel a lot of shame about a lot of things as well. Even when you are in higher vibrations or when you are doing vibrational work, it's absolutely normal that you will feel some negative emotions here and there because if you wouldn't, you would be a perfect being. And as we have discussed earlier, that does not exist. So you will absolutely, when something happens, something doesn't go your way, you will feel angry or sad or whatever other emotion. This is completely normal, and you should be feeling those emotions. So we are not trying to avoid negative emotions. We are not trying to avoid anything. You need to feel your emotions, but you need to let them go after you feel them. So not keep lingering, not keep them lingering and keep obsessing and keep overthinking and just stay in victim mentality. You should not be afraid of having negative emotions and try to avoid them. Feel them, but then release them and let them go. That's the point. So that's all you need to do. And it's normal that you will get angry, that you will get sad, that you will feel guilty, that you will feel shame. It's completely normal. You're living a life, and your life is not perfect, and you don't have only perfect things happening to you. So this is absolutely okay, but the point is to let it go after you feel it and not to obsess over it for weeks or months or years. So that is what it's about. Um, it's also important to mention that, working on yourself, working on your vibration is a process. It doesn't ever end. So if you stop doing it, you are most likely after some period of time just gonna return into your old programming, into your old mindset. And this is why you just always have to work on this. It's also important to mention that working on yourself and getting into higher vibrations does not mean that you will never feel any negative emotions. If something happens to you that is sad, you will feel the sadness, and that is okay. This is not a process that is about always feeling perfect and always having a perfect life. Bad things will still happen. You can't control that, and that is just what life is. You also can't control people. There is so many, again, I have to mention them again, manifestation coaches that tell you that you can control everybody, and that if you are in high vibration, that everything will always be great and nobody will ever hurt you or lie to you and things like that. Absolutely not true. That can always happen. You are not controlling people. um that's not how it works. So keep that in mind, please. And if something doesn't go away, don't this go into a vibration right away, but just like feel that emotion, let it go, and you're gonna see that nothing bad is gonna happen. It was just a little minor bad thing along the way, which is perfectly normal. So I hope this answers everyone's questions. I try to keep it short. Yeah, 13 minutes, very good. And I could talk about these topics for hours, but I obviously don't want to bore you. And anyways, guys, I hope you're having a nice weekend. Bye.